Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, time to finally see if this mediocre hunter deck can actually defeat a non-hunter. Which of course means Hearthstone is just going to give me another hunter. And then of course I'll lose, and one thing that I could say about this run that was really good will be totally ruined. Or maybe it'll give me another hunter and it'll turn out that this deck just does beat other hunters. Seems less likely, though. Okay, what's going on? Yoo-hoo. There we go. What do we have? Oh my god! It's not a hunter. It's not a mage. It's a different matchup.
Let the hunt begin.
Alright, I'm going to, possibly controversially, pitch the Hunter's Mark because it's too good. It's like a strong late game card. I really should have pitched one of these two, actually. Because I already had the Animal Companion, a super strong third turn play, and getting something cheaper would have been nice. But I can use the coin to do a second turn 3 and then a third turn 3, but I might get rushed down. Of course, I can't predict what I'll get out of the Animal Companion if I get a second turn. I'm going to do nothing now. If I get a second turn bear, it'll be awesome. And if I get a second turn not bear, it could be dicey. Depending on what my opponent plays now. If my opponent plays a dagger and stabs me for one, I'll be very happy. Sentences you don't hear often outside of Hearthstone.
So many options.
Somewhat happy. Now, not very happy, because the fact that she saved it means she probably has some crazy poison to do stuff, but we are going to proceed with the bears. I mean, I could technically do the Wolf Rider, but I mean, that would be good maybe if she had the poison, but then she'll just not use it and stab him anyway. What's the point? So, this guy is at least tougher. The boar would have been a little bit of upfront damage, but would have not made me super happy. Okay. I could send this out to kill her. Just not fantastic, but it would do it. I could also just buff this. I would have a 3-2 and hit my opponent for 3. That's really not so impressive, is it? So no, I'm actually going to waste the Wolf Rider doing that. Which I'm hoping I can afford. I have some other killing stuff, things in my hand. I'm going to kill your guy. Probably dumb. Now my thing's down to 3 health, but help control the pet population. Alright. So I could do this. It's not going to work out that well. This would be up to an attack of 3 on my opponent's turn, which would not be enough to kill this, and then it'll just die. But I could do this and shoot, whereas this, which would also die. Although this would have 4 attack, wouldn't it? Well, let's give that a try. Doesn't use my mana as efficiently, but we'll see. I mean, it's not brilliant. What am I hoping to achieve? A 2-4 that's already spent her good ability trades for my 4-2 that's already spent her good ability. That might be worth the Hunter's Mark. I would go so far as to say that is probably not a waste. This could go up to 5 health, so it could barely survive him if I heal it first. And I would have a force of, like, stuff out. I mean, she could just stab it down, and I'm sure she would, but Or I could just lose this to kill him, like Hunter's Mark it, play this instead. Which would be fine. Having this at 1 health isn't so great. Having this out and that would be pretty good. I think maybe I'll do that. I'll probably end up playing him when it's not efficient mana use, but I'm going to give this a shot.
My eyes are open.
It does leave nothing out to oppose this. So stabbing this down would be nice and easy, but she can't stab everything. She's going to have to use some cards to actually kill my guys. And if she just plays several minions, I can multi-shot. Damn it! I would, of course, configure my guys poorly, although it didn't really matter because the attack boosting on that guy would have messed them up anyway. Still unpleasant. But my opponent spent her entire turn doing not much, so I guess it's okay. I'm not going to freeze her, although I could. I think we'll get the card instead. It's only a little bit smaller and it comes with a card. So it's some efficiency. I'm ahead on life and army, although they could both go away pretty fast, but it's not that easy for a rogue to kill two guys this size. Ogre Ninja is pretty hardcore. It's going to be unpleasant. I can kill one of these guys and then I'll finish him with the Cobra Shot, I guess. I can't oh, no, I can't freeze him. You can't target him at all. So, well, I guess I'll give one of these guys a random +1. And I don't really want to spend any of these cards on things, especially since I can only shoot my, own minions. So, yeah, just beatings. Do I play the Timberwolf for no reason? No, I don't, because it'll just get stabbed. That's 1 mana. If I have some other beast out, that could potentially change the balance in my favor if I just save it. Okay, that's not great. Things are more vulnerable to multi-shot now. I can't multi-shot and Cobra Shot, though, because Cobra Shot is a piece of Cobra shit. Don't really want to trade him against that. It'd be nice to take it out somehow. This guy could waste his 4 damage on that, which would not be great. It would give me another guy out. I'm going to try it. As long as it hits something other than her, it'll be good. If it hits her, it's not the end of the world, but it will definitely not be good.
Special delivery!
Nice one. Okay. That is fine. I guess I might as well, since my opponent has the advantage here anyway, I might as well trade this guy and take that thing down.
Of course.
My opponent is pretty low.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Ow. That's big and annoying. Of course, I can Cobra Shot and multi-shot now, but what I can't do is Frost Elemental and multi-shot, which is, of course, what I want to do. Of course. So the multi-shot, Cobra Shot may not work out. It really depends if the multi-shot hits him. If it does, then that's fine, because I can kill him. If it doesn't... Oh! See, I can't kill this first, because it has taunt. If I could kill her, that would be fine, but I can't choose the order, so I'm going to be dependent on the randomness. And of course, by playing this, I lose the ability to freeze him. So that's awesome. Let's see what I get. Yeah, that's not ideal at all, but it did still kill stuff. It's just not working out quite right.
I am ready.
Opponent is low. If I hit her, she'd be at 8. Nah, it's not worth going for that yet. It's not like I have any other weapons. I really wish I could have frozen him. Oh, lovely. That is not good. That's going to do a horrendous amount of damage to me. And can also kill my guys if it happens to be more advantageous. But it probably won't. So I can play that and draw a card, but then that reduces the amount of mana I have for this other important stuff, like freezing him. And even then I'm going to be taking a beating. I guess I'm going to play this anyway, because I got to see if I can get something useful.
I hope you like my invention.
Don't know what it would be. Not that. am going to take a horrendous beating. Unless this guy gives me another freeze, which would still be kind of dubious. He did give me another freezing thing. So it could be worse. So I gotta get this guy out, because he can give me another guy. So I've delayed things a little bit, but, yeah. That's so much damage when my life is so low. Assassinating a crap 5/5, which is perfectly reasonable for you, because it's not like I'm doing anything. You've got an army full of taunt, and I'm not going to be able to finish you off. Joy. That's also no help whatsoever. I guess if I put this out first, this guy will hit for 2, which means I could Cobra Shot this thing, so it's not worthless. Let's see. I just said I need to do this first, so of course I was going to do it without. Nope, no help whatsoever. Game over.
Oh, if you're sure.
So much for that. Draws a million cards for no reason, and then kills me for free. Deck had too many small cards that were not going to help enough. The problem is, a lot of the small cards were not good enough to give me a really big advantage early in the game, which is what you really need out of small cards. There were too many, like, 1/1 for 2 thing, 1/1 for 1, and junk like that. Alright, let's see what we get. So that's going to be a lot of gold. No, it sure isn't. Heck is... Oh, another power mace. Cool. I needed that. That was actually useful for me. Hooray! Now, what are we going to do? I played a lot of games with my rogue. You've kind of seen it. It does rogue things. I'm going to whip out my paladin deck with no rares in a casual game. Because I've had pretty decent success with this paladin deck. It does have some cards that you would have to unlock. But if you were like new to the game or something... I don't remember if I have Noxorama's stuff in here. If you're new to the game, Noxorama's stuff is not probably in the cards. But regardless, there are no rares, no epics, no legendaries in this deck. It was just a bunch of paladin-y and neutral common stuff. But I find it works not bad.
I must protect the wild.
I might have a gold version, but it's still a common card. So, that, obviously not him. The rest of it's fine starting hand material, I guess. Blessing of Kings. That's nice. So seldom do I see a Blessing of Kings and say, that's nice. Don't play Paladin all that often. It is a very good card. Oh, screw you. I got rid of you. Don't need your kind here. If I put him out, he's just going to get Kung Fu, probably. Which is definitely a waste. I'm thinking I might want to save him. I don't want to coin this guy out. I don't want to coin this guy out either. I want to save my coin for a turn 3 Blessing or Sword. So I guess I'm not doing anything. Probably should have played this in case. No, guess not. He's not doing anything either. Another Direwolf. That's getting a little crazy. That's right, I'm not going to be able to turn 3 do thing because my guy's going to get killed. Oh, boo.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am now going to coin out my secret. If my opponent wants to waste his more valuable third turn when he could be doing something useful to spend all that mana and Kung Fu this, that's okay. and it would hopefully leave me with a guy alive who I won't be able to Blessing of Kings, but I can wolf him up and stuff. Oh, he's going to draw me cards. He's one of those casual druids. Interesting. Can't do as much with that. I will just make a Direwolf Alpha and trade my 1/1 for his 2/2. At this stage of the game, that was a 2/2 that gave me cards, so I'm well aware that these things can add up and that they've actually added some elements to the Milling Druid toolkit. That would be one. But still. So I could use the True Silver Champion to kill that. I would take a lot of damage, though. I would only heal 1 up to max, and then I would take 6. Although, wait. It's 6 or more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm not even close. Okay. So, I think what I will do instead... Blessing of Kings doesn't make him big enough. So I'm going to have to just hammer that and go with it, I think. I could bubble him, and I could put out another wolf and get him up to 3 attack, but that's not enough. Although, wait a second. I do have the Noble Sacrifice. No, he's going to stop that. I could not kill this thing, technically. Now, it's 6 or more cards, so even if I play 2, I am going to be down a little bit. But I think maybe putting out this big army might actually be better. My opponent will probably Kung Fu me, but I'm going to do this. So he can just spend 2 mana, hit me to get rid of this thing. Oh, I positioned my guys wrong. I should put this guy on the other side because then this would get the bonus. I wasn't thinking it's not going to get the bonus. Swipe. That hurts, but that didn't kill them all unless... What do you do now? A Moonfire or... That's not going to work out for you. Get up, and get down. Killed your hand-size based clown. Now what? You're gonna archer that one? You're gonna do nothing. Fair enough. I will take your do nothing and raise you. I'm so tempted to Blessing of Kings this thing because it would make it not die, for example. But I do get blocked on 4-cost things pretty often. I think what I want to do, though, is probably Ogre Brute, make a 1/1, and just deliver some beatings. I'd rather use the Blessing of Kings when I can just kill something by surprise.
This is my responsibility.
So the hand-size guy didn't hurt me too much. My opponent does have a lot of cards, but I also have a lot of cards, and a lot of, admittedly, fairly junky stuff in play, but it's still there. He's going to do it again. Then what? Naturalize. Okay, so that's going to put me at full hand size. Then you're going to waste a naturalize on someone else to make me discard some cards? I will lose 1. Yeah, you get that guy back. Okay. So I'm going to get 1 card destroyed. Who's a True Silver Champion. That makes me a little sad. But, let's see. So I could just buff one of these guys with a shield and then kill that. I could also consecrate it, which would be a horrible waste. The Hammer of Wrath not looking as positive right now.
I wonder.
I could just trade this guy for that, which would be okay. Then he'd have the buff. I should probably buff him and get that going. Now, he's not that worthwhile. I maybe should trade him and then have an extra hole and buff something that's actually big. So maybe that's what I'll do.
This is my responsibility. To battle.
I'd like to play him, but because I'm against this hand size stuff, I've got to go a little bit differently.
Not on my watch.
The problem with giving your opponent all those cards is you're giving your opponent all those cards. It takes a long time for it to actually pay off, as a rule. Yes, you can cause a few of my cards to be destroyed. It's really unlikely to have that much effect on me.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Yeah, you blew up another card. Congratulations, but if I kill you before you run me out of cards, it's not going to do you any good. Now, there is a lot of good late-game heal-yourself-back-up stuff that the Druid can use now. Now, what else you got? Swipe me, and yeah, that's a pretty damaging swipe, but doesn't put me in a horrible place necessarily. I could consecrate and then trade this guy and have those guys all dead. That leave me with 4 mana to play other stuff. Since I have all these consecrates in my hand, burning a hole, I think I might actually do that.
This is my responsibility.
Because I've got no, I lost one sword, right? No, I'm not. I may actually save that as a surprise. So I'll just play him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So if you can make me draw 2 cards again, then another one will get destroyed. And of course, I am a couple cards ahead of him. He's drawn almost as many cards as me, although I'm sure he has way more mechanisms to protect himself. And heal himself and stuff. I got some healing too, when it comes down to it. That guy is a good choice. I liked him in the milling decks even before they had more options because, yeah, he helps thin out the deck, right? So, this is not going to work out as nicely now. I could Blessing of Kings him. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. To do that. Now, do I consecrate or do this? We probably don't want a Hammer of Wrath if we can avoid it. Consecrate would wear this guy down kind of pointlessly. I mean, he's got to get through a giant taunt. But I guess I'll use the sword.
For justice.
Bonus. Very double-edged sword, you're giving me card stuff. I don't know how many constructed decks use these guys. This deck doesn't have like a strong token theme or anything. It just happens that he's pretty good out of the common large minions. Oh, okay, that naturalize hurts. We'll lose some more cards.
Drink with me, friend.
Yep, you can hit me for another one. When they do like blowing up the cards because that's a card that I'm closer to death and that I don't get. Yep. I lose a Blessing of Kings. Why couldn't I have lost this? Yeah. Okay. Well, he's going to cost a lot of mana. I can put out 3 guys if I go with smaller ones. So that's probably what I should do. Or I can consecrate, which would kill 2 of them. And then just put out the 2 3s. That's actually probably better. There are a lot of enemies out there right now. And it does still hurt my opponent. I've got a fair amount of life. I'm going to gain more from him. Like, the actual deck death part of the cards thing is going to take some work to make it pay off. Also, you're nearly dead. You're going to have to spend some effort keeping yourself alive this turn, because I can burn you down with these. They're going to kill you before they kill me.
I concede.
Yeah. You spent all game giving me cards. I spent all game using cards. Somewhere out there someone is doing well with those decks. I've lost to those decks before, definitely. They have a lot more tools than they used to, but don't... Like, it's so risky to spend the whole game giving your opponent cards. If your opponent's deck is at all rushy, they're going to flatten you. If their cards are cheap at all, you might as well just concede if they're playing with a lot of 2-cost stuff. So, yeah, that's my Nowhere Paladin deck. I may have shown it before. I don't know if it's changed much, but here, just for the OCD people, we will get rid of the extra cards. No, apparently I've still unlocked new things recently. Oh yeah, the Power Mace. Good old Power Mace. I wish there was a way... I wish you could just, like, click the number and flip to that page, because there are a lot of damn neutrals you have to flip through to find the stupid card that you got this new, just so you can get rid of it. Where the heck was it? Or it could show on the crystals down below, so you'd know I had a new card and a certain amount of mana. What the heck happened? What? Well, I'll take that, OCD people. There's like an invisible guy. So yeah. No rares Paladin. Just got 2 Noble Sacrifice, Ardent Protectors. The Direwolf Alpha is incredibly good. Common card. Harvest Golems, strong. Ogre Brute. I've got 1 Spider Tank in there, and 1 Mechanical Yeti. I don't know why those numbers. I think I didn't have enough at the time. Should probably change one of them out. It's hard, because the deck has so many 4s being a Paladin that I'm not sure that I would want another Mechanical Yeti over the Spider Tank. I might have split it up that way intentionally. But yeah, the Ogre Brute is so big for the cost. Spider Tank is decent. Consecration Hammer of Wrath, which was not very good that game, but is normally pretty decent. Engine, Boulder Fists. You just start putting out Boulder Fists, Guardians of Kings, Stormwind Champions, and I've seen a lot of people just crumble. It's like, stop putting out fat things. They're not legends, they're not rares. They're just kind of like, okay, but most of the cards are fairly balanced in Hearthstone. Of course, you could do all kinds of things. You could make more of a mech version of this deck now, or whatever, but I don't know. It was just kind of a fun little, like, experiment to play around. Nothing rare, and it doesn't look like I have anything from Noxramas either. I think I did that intentionally, because it would have been a little bit, it would defeat the purpose of being a deck that anyone could just put together pretty easily. Anyway, enough of that silliness. We have to put in a better arena run next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/demonac.